Good afternoon, students. This is part 2 of the constructions video. This is just focused on a few specific constructions. The construction we've already done, but now when we put 3 of them together, not 3 different ones, the same one. So you see here 3 perpendicular bisectors, or 3 angle bisectors, or 3 altitudes. Okay, and this would be like a point off the line, making it perpendicular to the line that you all have seen from the last video. You'll be practicing tomorrow in class. And this is midpoint. You get the midpoint from doing the perpendicular bisector of all 3 sides. Okay, so we do the perpendicular bisector. That will give you the midpoint, because bisect means obviously split in half. And you get that there and that there. So what happens when we have 3 lines, or in this case segments, that intersect in one point, 3 or more? That's called a point of concurrency. So that's a vocab word. That's why it says concurrent lines up here. Okay, so that's one thing you know. When 3 or more lines, you just say lines, intersect in one point, what is it called? And you say point of concurrency. I'll type that out right here. Of concurrency. When 3 or more lines intersect in the same point. Okay, oops. So we have that right there. Okay, so that's a quiz and or test question. Okay, point of concurrency, just knowing that itself. Okay, and then so here's our 4 different points of concurrency. So we'll do 3 angle bisectors. How to do these things. Angle bisectors are on the last video. They will intersect in a point right here. That point is called the incenter. Okay, so on your worksheet tomorrow, when you're constructing these, you'll actually construct them. But when it comes to the quiz or test, what it's going to ask you is the vocab word itself. It'll say the 3 angle bisectors of a triangle intersect in a point of concurrency called what? And you'd say incenter. The 3 midpoints intersect. Or no, this is called a median. Median is from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So the 3 medians, I should put that in here, median segment from a vertex to the midpoint let's move it in here, of the opposite side. Okay, so now you have another vocab word, median. Okay, so from the vertex to the midpoint of the other side is called a median. So that's a median. There's a median. There's a median. Where the 3 medians intersect, that is called the centroid. Look at this. Medians of the triangle are concurrent. Means they intersect in 3 or more, same point from 3 or more segments, intersect each other in a ratio of 2 to 1. What this 2 to 1 is referring to, from this vertex to the centroid, remember that's where the 3 medians intersect, it's called the centroid. Okay, this ratio from here to here is 2 to 1. So we could call this piece 2x, and from here to here, this piece x. Okay, we will not be focused on this right now, but you will come across this later, and we'll actually calculate out values when they give us like the length of the whole thing or the length of one piece of it. Like if they give me this length here is 10, then I know this length here is 20, and 10 plus 20 would be 30 for the whole length of the median. We'll be doing that coming up, but not tomorrow with constructions. You just be constructing these. Okay, so the next one is perpendicular bisector. I just take the perpendicular bisector, remember, open up more than halfway, draw a semicircle, turn around, semicircle, and there's a perpendicular bisector. Do that 3 times from all 3 sides, and where they intersect is called the circumcenter. Okay, that tells you it's the center of a circle, and the circle goes about Circum means about or around. So notice when I have a circumcenter, it will always, when I put the pointer here and put the vertex, the pencil on one vertex, any one vertex, draw a circle, it will automatically go through the other two vertices. And so it creates a circle about the triangle. That's called a circumcenter. So again, these are the vocab words you need to know when it comes to the quiz or test. Centroid is from three medians intersecting, point of concurrency of three medians. Circumcenter is the point of concurrency of the three perpendicular bisectors. And the incenter, again, you see it's got the word center in it. So it's the center of something, the center of a circle inside the triangle. Remember, circle means about or around the triangle. In means inside. So in center of a circle inside the triangle. So notice right here, the three angle bisectors come to this in center. That's the point of concurrency. I put my pointer here, and I put my pencil. I'd go out 90 degrees. I can't like go out here. So the shortest distance, 90 degrees. Put the pencil here and draw it, and it will touch once on each side of the triangle and create a circle inside of it. Okay, so that's called the incenter, where the three angle bisectors intersect. Lastly, we have ortho. So ortho means right, so you're doing right angles or altitudes. Another word for altitude is the height. The height always goes from the vertex down to the opposite side, called the base, and it's at a 90-degree angle. So an altitude or height of a triangle are the same thing. Okay. And again, that's just like when we create from the last video a point off the line, 90 degrees to the line. So we open it up past the line, drew an arc, got our 2 points, then opened it up more than halfway, drew an arc down here, turned around, arc down here, and connected those. And that's how you come up with your altitude. And you do that 3 times for each side, from the vertex here to the line here, segment here. Do it 3 times. That intersects in the orthocenter. Now, these are the key words. It's the vocab again that is on the park. So you will not construct these again on the park. It might have a drawing like this, and I won't have the word in center. It wouldn't have angle bisector telling you, but it would just have the drawing itself and say, what does this create? And you say in center. That would be your answer. And then what can you tell me about the shape of the in center? So it would create a circle inside the triangle, touching each side of the triangle only once. Okay. This one you're going to do a lot more calculations with, just using the ratio of 2 to 1 later on. Okay, and you'll see that on the park. Circumcenter is the other one. The orthocenter is the least one that's usually ever talked about, and is less likely to be on the park. I've only seen circumcenter and incenter as far as dealing with constructions, and essentially we're going to talk about the lengths of those, and that's also in the park. So this is the only one I haven't seen in the park yet. Okay, not to say it couldn't be, but these are the 3 main ones, just so you know you need to know these 3. All right, I just want to review a couple other basics that I didn't talk about that were like in our old geometry book. One was the 3 undefined terms in geometry, meaning that we just accept them as statements of fact. There's not an actual true definition of them, and that's point, line, and plane. I pointed out because that's on your worksheet, one of the worksheets that's due tomorrow. Remember, you got the 2 packets of worksheets due tomorrow. So one of your answers is which one is not one of the undefined terms in geometry. Well, the 3 undefined terms in geometry are point, line, and plane. So whatever's, they'll see those 3 plus another one, and obviously the other one's the answer. It's not there. And this has been on other standardized tests in the past, this question. All right, skew, just to review that, we did that last class. Where that's 2 lines, could be rays or segments, but usually the definition will say 2 lines that don't intersect, and remember, are not in the same plane. Okay, and that's on your second packet, like number 1 or something like that, for anybody who was absent. Okay, we did vocab on that last class. And lastly, another one I haven't talked about, so I hadn't talked about the 3 undefined terms in geometry, and the last one that's also in the second packet, I believe, is the word axiom or postulate. Axiom or postulate is a statement that's assumed to be true. It's not proven. Okay, the key is it's not proven. A theorem are proven statements. So they'll ask, for example, on this worksheet, which two are accepted statements of fact, for example, and the answer would be axiom and postulate. Okay, a theorem is proved true, so it's not accepted as just being true, it's actually proven true. And you'll see how theorems when we get into proofs. Okay, but anyway, that's just a few structured vocab words and a reminder on what SKU was for anybody who was absent. So now you should have all the information you need for doing both packets, and then when we come to class tomorrow, you'll have like these two, I think, to create on your worksheet that I have for you. Again, these are the two main ones as far as creating them. These we just use numbers wise. We don't usually ever creating them with constructions. Here we are. These are the ones that focus mainly on the constructions. This is also construction, which is the least one used. So I can put that one in on your worksheet. Focused on these two right here. All right, that will do it, and we'll see you tomorrow in class. Make sure you watch this video, and if you haven't watched the video 1 of constructions, you need to watch that one because that's 90% of the lesson. This is just the last two problems, doing these two problems and what they're called, circumcenter and incenter, for example, on the worksheet you'll get tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow in class. Bye.